All right, we are going to get started here, so our signees can take their seats, and everyone can take their seats in the stands. That would be great. We will start in a minute.
Is that your boy right there, bro?
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for coming today. My name is Jim Flanagan. I'm the athletic director here at Mountain Vista High School. We are so proud of these 11 signees today. It is such a great group of kids, and you should be very proud as their parents and as their friends, because they're going on great things. As I always introduce this day, I always speak to you guys because it was quite a while ago now, over 20 years ago, that I had my signing day. And I always think to myself, what would I wish that someone had told me on my signing day? And it's simply this. You put in the effort to get here. You are in the top 2% of athletes in the entire nation. You can applaud that, top 2%. I always say that you are a 2%er, so you can go ahead and go around and tell people that today. But the main thing that I always tell you is, think about the fact that you are here today about to embark upon a college career in athletics. And ultimately, you didn't get here by yourself. Think about the people that helped get you here. Specifics. Your parents. When you first fell in love with your sport, and they would put you in the car, and they would drive you to your games or your practices, and they would support you through the good and the bad. Your coaches, that were always there for you through thick and thin. Make sure that you thank them. Thank your parents, thank your coaches, thank the people that helped you get here. But ultimately, you are here because you've put in the work. You've put in the time. And you now have the opportunity to play on the next level. So congratulations to each and every one of you on achieving this very important achievement. And I just want you guys to know that Mountain Vista is very, very proud. And you will always be Golden Eagles, no matter where you go. With that said, we have the coaches here who are going to say something about each and every one of these people specifically, and we are going to start with our softball coach, Kim Alanis.
I get the privilege and opportunity to talk about Gabby for a couple minutes. I've had the pleasure of coaching her for the past 4 years and just watching her grow, past 4 years, and watching her grow and just become a beautiful young lady, a tremendous athlete, and even more importantly, an outstanding student. Gabby is one of the most dedicated and hardworking people I've ever met in my life. She is just an outstanding all-around person, and I just have just loved getting to know you and watching you grow, and you're going to go on to do some amazing things in this world. I'm so excited that you're going on to play softball as a catcher. You were just a blossom, and the rose fits you perfectly. Watch you grow and become a beautiful person. So congratulations. I look forward to seeing your stats and watching you from afar. And then I get to introduce Jonathan.
Hi, so I get to talk about 3 of our athletes headed on to run cross country and track next year at the collegiate level. Turner Christians to Black Hills State, Gavin White to Chapman University, and Brooke Adams at the University of Maryland. I don't know the exact numbers on this, but I think in the last 13 years, since 2010, our boys and girls cross country team has finished in the top 4 at the state meet over 20 times. And it's just a really cool legacy of athletes that we've had over those 13 years. And to see the impact that they've had on these 3 athletes has been pretty special. But I think it's also going to be pretty special when 13 years from now, we're talking about other athletes that are going to go off to do the same thing, that we get to see the legacy that you left behind with Vista Nation Cross Country as well. All 3 have just been amazing teammates and left a huge impact on us. All come with really great and yet I think funny memories that I have. That those are the things that I think I remember. I'm going to remember the most. Brooke coming from California and definitely conquering some nerves before a lot of state meets to come through and to run in the clutch a couple of times. Brooke, are you going to be able to run today? You're like, hold on, let me just get the nerves out, and then it'll be good to go. Some days we show up at practice, I'm like, where's Gavin today? Like, oh, he's shooting a commercial with Spike Lee and Samuel L. Jackson. No, really, guys, where is Gavin today? No, really, no, that's what he's doing. And being able to balance some of the things that he wants to do with his acting career, and then also running has been pretty cool to see that balance out and to see you become the young man that you have. Turner, I know this is a weird thing that I'm going to remember, but you pretty much like not eating breakfast before races your freshman year. We're like, Turner, we just need to eat breakfast, you'll be fine. Yeah, I'll do that next time. Turner, did you eat breakfast this time? No, I didn't, but I'll do it next time. And you're just watching Turner grow into an awesome athlete and competitor as well. So we're excited to see you guys represent your new universities, and excited that you guys chose to do that at the next level. So congratulations. Track coach,
Hello, we're going to talk about Jackson Cash. Jackson will be continuing his track and field career next year at Metro State University, and it's been really fun to watch his journey. From sophomore year, when he was Jackson's always been a big personality on our team. And I just remember sophomore year, walk around with this little folding chair. He'd go to triple jump and just sit in his chair and hang out. And it was like pulling teeth to get him to run 100. So watching these last 2 years where you completely transformed yourself into a dedicated, motivated, tough athlete has been really fun to see. You've become a huge part of the success of our team this year, and just putting in the work this preseason was really impressive. Coming out in the fall and the winter, pushing yourself, embracing your fate as a long sprinter has been really fun. Jackson is going to be leaving Vista as one of the best sprinters to come through our school. He currently is on the top 10 all-time list in the 200, and by the end of the season I can see him on probably the 100 list and the 400 list, and hopefully we'll have some pretty solid relays making to state this year, with Jackson probably as our anchor. So I'm just really proud of what you've become and how you've made your team better. You have really shown the younger kids what it takes to have success, and I just really appreciate you. We're going to really miss all of your antics and your personality, and just thank you for all of the heart and soul you poured into this year. And I can't wait to see what you do at the next level, because you've really only scratched the surface. You have so much potential, and I just can't wait to see you achieve it. So congratulations and good luck, Jackson Cash.
We are here for Valerie Stoltz, our volleyball player. Valerie, you look so much better today. The nose is back in place, and it looks good. She actually did break her nose, I think, throughout the season, had to wear a mask part of the time. Valerie, if she was our DS and our libero, we were some of her teammates are here today. So we were ranked number 2 in the state, and a lot of it was with Valerie playing defense in the back row. I mean, if you want to, I talked to some other coaches, you know, the volleyball program, and if younger players want to know how to play defense and how defense looks and how you should properly play, they should watch Valerie play in the back row because she has great technique, she has hustle, she does everything correctly. She looks good doing it. I mean, that's how you should play defense. And I just watched her throughout the year. Other coaches kind of marveled at the same thing. So it was fun to watch her play. I just remember going to regionals. We were ranked number 2. We had regionals we were hosting here, and it was had one person out. I remember, and it was tough to win. We had to get to state, and Valerie came in, played libero, and I think a lot of the reason why we won our regionals was because Valerie doing a great job. She's a great hustler. She's even keeled. She never gets rattled if you ever watch her play, and I thought she did a great job for her. And I think it's great that she's going to be playing at Susquehanna. She can play whatever position she wants. I said, "You want to play middle?" She said, "I could." I said, "Yes, you could if you wanted to." She's good. She's skilled at every part of the game. So, great job, Valerie, this year. Congratulations on going to Susquehanna. Now we have Brian Wood, head basketball coach.
Way to hit the overdog. Way to hit the overdog.
Thanks, Doug. I just want to start saying congratulations to all of you. Getting a chance to play college sports is a unique opportunity, and not very many people get to do it despite 11 of you sitting here today. So I get the opportunity to talk about 3 of our players today, Zach Bowen, Caden Stevens, and Rada Comer. We actually have, maybe a round of applause. Oh, fins up. We actually have 4 players going on to play college basketball, which is a record for us. We honored Brendan Deal earlier this semester, so we get to talk about these 3 guys today. We had an amazing season, and it didn't quite end the way we hoped. We lost in the Final Four, and in that time you experience this grief of a season coming to an end and not ending quite the way you wanted, and people tell you all the things of what you built and how there are more important things, and it takes a while to see that. I did get a chance yesterday to go to a wedding reception of a former player named Ray Beresford. Ray was on a team similar to these guys, not quite as good. In 2015, he had moved here as a junior from Arkansas, and he found his family on the team, and there were 8 people at his wedding party, and 7 of them were his high school basketball teammates. I think, sorry, well, I'm like this, but I think these guys will be like that. I think when these guys get married, these will be the people that will be with them. Zach Bowen, particularly, we've had 6 years of the Bowen family in our program. I'm going to miss all of them. I won't talk about his brother. His name's Benny's right over there. And his mom, Wendy, and Ryan, who's getting ready to beat the Suns in 4 in the next round of the playoffs. Zach is a bit of a renaissance man. He's taught himself how to play the piano. He knows how to juggle. He tried to teach his teammates. You watch the video. It is pathetic that people this athletic and coordinated cannot juggle. I don't see how it's that hard. Yesterday, or Tuesday, I sent a message to all the boys that we were going to throw a surprise retirement party for my dad. Unfortunately, my dad was on the group message. And Zach was the only one that texted me and said, "Hey, your dad's on that message." I was like, that's on me. Zach's the quiet center of the friend group. I think everything kind of revolves around him, although he's not the one talking the most, but he's the one everybody seems to gravitate towards. Amazingly talented basketball player. Similar to me, his life has been somewhat defined by basketball with a dad that coaches and a family that does a lot of things around it. Zach showed up biggest for us in the biggest games. In our last game against Denver East, he did some things we hadn't seen him do all year. Zach kind of made a late decision that he wants to play college basketball. He's going to a new program in South Carolina, Buford, just starting a Division II program, so it'd be cool to watch him build something up from the ground up. So we're really excited to see what Zach accomplishes in the future, and we will miss him here at Mount Vista. Next, we got Caden Stevens. Caden is the only one of these guys that was a starter his junior year. So as a junior, he started, and the other 4 starters were seniors. As is kind of a tradition here at Mount Vista, we like to build kids up through our program. And when you have a team, and Caden was our most talented and best player, but he was also not a senior, so you're waiting to see if a leader emerges on your team. And we were playing Denver East. Don't worry, you're with the family, you can jump stuff in the stands. So we're playing Denver East, and Rudy Carey has this thing where he just walks farther and farther out on the court throughout the game. And so we get to the end of the game, and it's a really good game, but they're up 6, and we foul them with like 10 seconds left. And so I just start walking out on the court to just see how far I can go and see what they'll do, which is probably not a mature response to the situation. And you're kind of seeing which person will come get you and grab you and pull you back. And that person was Caden Stevens, and that was kind of the moment when he became our alpha of that team. And Caden turned into, arguably the best player that's ever played at Mount Vista. He's what we call a unicorn. The school record for blocks when Caden got here was 59. As a junior, he had 67. This year, he had 129, I think. So he obliterated that record. He had the only, I would imagine, be the only triple-double in school history that, it was the first triple-double in school history, but it involved blocks. So Caden had 7 games this year that he had at least 10 blocks. As good as he is as a player, he's just an even better person. Got a chance to be around him in basketball and student leadership. I'm just going to really miss him. Caden is going to the Air Force Academy. It's an amazing opportunity, but also a huge decision about commitment in your life. So we're going to be rooting for Caden. I think he's going to do amazing things and get a chance to play in the Mountain West. So Caden Stevens. My son JJ wanted to know there's a picture of him and Caden. He likes when I talk about him. So I have this picture of JJ on Caden's shoulder that we've got up on the wall of our house. And just, I think they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. It kind of describes Caden, the kind of person he is right before a game at Valor, hanging out with a 9-year-old, pulling him into the fold. Last is Roddick Homer. If you've ever watched Roddick, you're probably not surprised to hear that he's the best athlete we've ever coached here at Mount Vista. Coming into this year, the school record for dunks in a season for a team was 22. I think Caden had 47 and Roddick had 36 this year on their own. Roddick's an incredible athlete. Watching him steal the ball and streak down the court is probably the best part of coaching high school basketball. Roddick had the second triple-double in school history against Thunderbridge. He had 30 points, 14 rebounds, and 12 assists in an incredible high school basketball game. Probably the best single performance we've ever had and may ever have here at Vista. As good as Roddick is at basketball, he's an even better person. He's one of my people, one of the people I'll keep in touch with forever. He's the type of kid that'll text and say, I'm gonna go to the park and shoot by your house if JJ wants to come over. I'm super jealous of the UNC coaches because they're a bunch of friends of mine and they get to coach Roddick for the next 4 or 5 years. And we're gonna miss him dearly around here. So I think I've talked longer than everybody else, so thanks for listening. So I just love these guys. Still really sad, obviously, they're moving on, but really proud of all of them. Give it up for Zach and Caden and Roddick. My pleasure to introduce one of my good friends, Coach Q, the head baseball coach here at Mount Vista, 2-time state champion.
First of all, congratulations to all you guys up here. I know we had 4 or 5 other guys signed earlier. I did give a shout out to Carson at that time because he was going through the process. He knew he was going to sign and commit somewhere. Carson's going to Augustana. He's a 2-year starter for us. I think there's sometimes in your program as a head coach, you meet young boys, whether it's camps or their family or older brother. I think we've had probably 6 or 7 kids in our program where all 3 brothers or 2 brothers have been here. So with Carson coming in, the mom and dad, it's awesome watching them grow into a young man. You watch them grow, you watch their hard work, and everything we do, the ups and the downs. We've had some good conversations, some bad conversations, some off-the-wall conversations, and that's what I'll miss most, even though I know mom and dad will still be around and we can talk about them still. But I'm so proud of the hard work you put in, watching you grow as a young man. It was an honor to be a part of that for 4 years. I feel like every player takes a little piece of their coach. I'm not easy to play for. I've been called a few choice words, but I accept that if I care about the kid on the field, off the field, and how they do with their grades and how they are as a person. And I will tell you, Carson Mitchell is a great person. If you get to know him and have a conversation with him. So I'm honored and I'm proud, and I look forward to watching him on the stage. Carson Mitchell. Now, the athletic director / tennis coach, Jimmy Flanagan.
As I am the athletic director, I do have the great honor of also, as long as my boss allows me to, coach a little bit of tennis as well. And I'm going to talk about Lauren Miller, who will be going to Millersville to play tennis this fall. Lauren Hayes, sorry. Lauren Hayes will be going to Millersville. Sorry, the Miller thing got me there. I'm sorry. It's going to get a lot better, I promise. The first thing I'd like to say is that Lauren, if we talk about statistics, she came here from Oregon 3 years ago in the midst of COVID. And she, I think COVID was tough on everybody. And the fact that she had to move from Oregon and come here in the midst of that and try to make new relationships and be with new people was a very tough thing. Not only that, she came in and she was the best tennis player on our team. And sometimes that comes with girls on the team or people on the team. Not that our team did this, but that can come with a piece of resentment in the sense of like, here comes this girl from a different state and she's going to become our #1 tennis player. She handled all of that with grace and just, she is just the nicest person that to all the girls on the team, and she came in and was accepted, and the team voted her as a captain the last 2 years. She's the three-time all-conference player. She's competed at state. She has won the Continental League the last 2 years. She is just a fantastic person and player. And the last thing that I have to say, which is going to be very embarrassing and I may cry, but today is Take Your Kid to Work Day. And so my daughter up there is 7. She's up there with her arm up, waving at me right now. Everybody wants to look. Harper, stand up. That is my one and only daughter. I have 4 kids. I have 3 boys and 1 daughter. And Lauren, I hope that my daughter is like you. I really hope she is. All right. That's it for that. Now I'm going to end this thing. Couple of things. Number one. I know, I got it. Number one, you all need to sign your letters. So everyone, grab your pens. This is the photo opportunity for all parents. Please sign that official letter of intent to go play athletics on the next level. Now let's give them all a big round of applause. A couple of other things before we get done here. First off, when we are done, you are welcome to stay in the gym as long as you need to. We have different places around. That's called a step and repeat, is what I've been told, where you can go take pictures and family members anywhere around the gym that you need to. Please feel free to stay as long as you need to and enjoy this moment. Autumn Vitry, as much as she's going to hate me for this, she does every year, but as much as it seems as though I put a lot of this stuff together, Autumn Vitry does all of this. She gets all of this ready for the kids, puts everything on the scoreboard, prints everything off. Thank you, Autumn, for making this happen here today for these kids. I also want to thank our principal, Rob Segley, for all the support that he gives to athletics. He is over there in the corner. Thank you, Mr. Segley, for everything you do for athletics. And I want to thank all of you for all of your support. for Mountain Vista Athletics. Congratulations one last time to all of you. And like I said, you will always be a Golden Eagle. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for coming.